Lewis Andrew Pick was born in Brookneal, Virginia on November 18, 1890. He attended Virginia Polytechnic Institute, where he excelled in athletics and earned a Bachelor of Science degree in civil engineering. Pick was on an advancing career path as a civil engineer, but his desire to serve his country led him to join the U.S. Army during World War I. First Lieutenant Pick served the Corps of Engineers Reserve in the office of the Chief of Engineers until he was reassigned when the tour of the 23rd Engineer Regiment ended early. In March of 1918, he was part of the Meuse-Argonne campaign in France, part of the final Allied offensive of World War I. Lieutenant Pick became Captain Pick by September of the same year. In 1919, Captain Pick returned to civilian life and work, but he missed the excitement of Army life. A new appointment as a captain in the Army Corps of Engineers led him to San Francisco and then the Philippines. Captain Pick later furthered his education as a student officer in the engineer school at Fort Humphreys, Virginia. After graduating in 1924, he was assigned to Auburn as the professor of military science and tactics at the Alabama Polytechnic Institute. It was here that he met his wife, Alice Carey, the daughter of Dean Charles Carey, founder of the College of Veterinary Medicine. Their marriage produced a son, Lewis A. Pick, Jr., and began a family that's still an important part of Auburn, Alabama. But Pick wasn't yet done serving his country, both at home and abroad. In 1925, he was assigned to the New Orleans District of the Army Corps of Engineers and became the district engineer by 1927. During the Great Mississippi River Flood of 1927, he served as Herbert Hoover's engineer assistant on the Relief Commission to the stricken area. He served in various roles at Texas A&M, Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, and Cincinnati, Ohio. In October of 1943, Pick was assigned to the China-Burma-India Theater of Operations during World War II. Responsible for supplying American and Chinese troops operating in Burma, Pick led the construction of the Lido Road, or Pick's Pike, after both the British and French had failed. Called a stupendous job of engineering by Life magazine in 1944, the supply line spanned 1,000 miles through mountain and jungle and was used to deliver 147,000 tons of supplies to troops. For this service, Pick was awarded the Order of the Banner and Cloud by the Chinese government of Chiang Kai-shek and the Order of the Bath from Great Britain. Pick rose to the rank of Lieutenant General and served as the Chief of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers until his retirement. He developed the Pick-Sloan Missouri Basin Program, a system of dams and reservoirs for flood control and irrigation that tamed the mighty Missouri River. He also built the strategic nuclear Thule Air Force Base, 200 miles below the Arctic Circle, that was part of the Cold War defense network after World War II. Both were projects that others doubted could be done. After his retirement, General Pick was elected vice chairman of the board of the Georgia Pacific Plywood Company and served his home state by organizing the first Office of Economic Development, which started the process of large industrial recruitment to our state. General Pick died on December 3, 1956, at Walter Reed Army Hospital in Washington, D.C. On the day of his burial, Auburn mourned his loss as public schools were closed for the day. The burial, with full military honors, was attended by the governor of Alabama and high-ranking Army officials. Lewis Andrew Pick, Jr. was born in New Orleans on November 5, 1927. He was the only child of Alice and Lewis Pick and lived his life in many parts of the United States as his father's U.S. Army career developed. The family stayed in Auburn at his grandparents' home on College Street many summers because the federal government could only pay the military 9 months of the year during the Depression. Thus, Andy always considered Auburn his home base. Andy graduated from Culver Military Academy in Indiana and then from West Point in the class of 1950 with a Bachelor of Science degree. His class was immediately deployed to Korea, where Andy served in the field artillery as a forward observer for the 3rd Infantry Division. He was awarded the nation's 3rd highest medal, the Silver Star, for heroism in combat. Andy transferred to the Corps of Engineers, and after attending the basic course at Fort Belvoir, was assigned to military construction projects. While stationed in Valdosta, Georgia, he met and married Frances Body. Their first post together was Princeton University, where Andy earned a master's degree in civil engineering. There followed many changes of stations as Andy's military career advanced. He served in combat in the Vietnam War and was awarded the Legion of Merit, among other honors. After an Army career spanning 22 years, Colonel Pick retired to Auburn in 1972 to direct the family's real estate development and construction business. He's responsible for several of Auburn's subdivisions, including Cary Woods, Pickwood, and Shelton Woods. He was also known for the construction of hundreds of homes, apartments, and townhomes. His real estate ventures were motivated by how he could improve the quality of life in the town that had been home to his family since the 1890s. Andy was known for a dynamic personality, an effective leadership style, and an active life. In addition to business interests with his family, Andy became chairman and owner of Mesa Industries, making it a successful corporation with operations in 7 states. He took part in local politics and organizations, taught Sunday school, and remained a dedicated family man until his death in 1993. General Pick and his son are both heroes to be remembered for their service to their country and for their important contributions in helping make Auburn the place it is today. The Pick family today keeps the legacy of these men alive as they continue to play a role in shaping Auburn for the future.